could go on the internet and just YouTube
it.
The
internet has killed the DJ. No offense. No offense.
The debate today is from someone who recommended it on Facebook called George Hall. He said something a bit different. We've changed it into what has the most influence on the UK urban scene? MC, producer, or DJ?
Oh boy, you know what?
DJ Chucky.
Chucky online. But listen.
You know what? It's got to be for me. I don't even know.
As an artist, you probably value a producer
you know
a lot.
I think Pop's right on that one.
I don't know. As a member of the public, you don't even care about
it. It depends where you're trying to go as well. If you're doing dubstep, then obviously it makes more sense if you're a producer and a DJ. If you're doing hip hop, then it makes more sense if you're a producer / artist kind of vibe, innit? So
do you know what? Most artists all have the DJ in their mind. Yeah, because obviously they respect the producer because that's who they're getting their beat from.
Yeah.
But when it leaves the studio, straight away they check my timeline.
I know,
like,
that's true. But you know what it is? Sometimes as an aspiring artist, the first thing you want is good beats.
That's what I'm saying.
So you never even think about DJs. The first thing you think about is any beats.
Producers are massively influential because they're the beat.
I look at them both as the same. I was saying to Chucky, I was saying to Teeth that I remember when we done our record to another one on Channel U for like a month. I remember going to One Extra and sitting there from 12 PM all the way to 10 PM. All I went to do is go to CAF, went and got food, and I just sat out there giving it to every DJ that was available. So I cherish them both.
I gotta say, I think they all play a part within each other. But the one that I think is being less influential or is needed less for me is the DJ.
It depends, innit? Because when you're thinking about the masses right here, then alright, yeah, the artists think about the producer and they think about the DJ. But then the public think about the artist and think about the DJ.
When I'm talking about hip hop anyway, it's kind of like artist and producer for me. Because you don't hear rappers doing spoken word. It's not that thing. So you need the fucking beats. So you need that person to spit over your shit.
At the end of the day, as a producer, I think that's probably making you try and stay on your A game. Because if you make a classic like SX made Woo Rhythm, and then next thing you know, there's how many versions of Woo Rhythm? Half the people that made the version probably never met SX. You got Chipmunk on it, you got Lady Leshurr on it, you got Retro on it, you got DWE on it. So just knowing that you could potentially make a beat that everyone will jump on, it's bound to give you more opportunities. So if anything, that's making the scene better.
Without a producer, there's not really an MC, and without the DJ, there's nowhere to put your music. So all three of them. Without one, there's not the other. So in a club, you won't hear music unless there's a DJ. You won't hear decent lyrics if there's no MC, and you won't hear a good beat if there's no producers. They all need each other.
Sneakbo didn't have nowhere to put his music for a very long time, but he was out here and no DJ was spinning him.
As an artist, you can create shit by yourself on the internet. But what I will say is that from you creating that little buzz on the internet, it's the DJ that's playing it in the club, it's the DJ that's playing it on the radio that gives it that extra oomph. So respect the fucking DJ.
Like the DJ is like obviously where it all came from. Like,
No, 10 years ago I would say to you, a DJ is damn important. Whereas now, you can plug your own stuff. You can go on the internet and just YouTube
But
it
the
up.
internet has killed the DJ. No offense. No offense.
Bro, you can't say that! Firstly, respect the fucking DJ, because the DJ is just a very important component in this whole thing. Shit really gets popping from the DJ. You can't say that! Sorry. Do you know what? It has dented the DJ.
Okay.
But it ain't killed the DJ.
Because
You know what? They still listen. At the end of the day, they still want to go to the club and they still want to fuck.
You're right.
It's dented the producer as well to a certain extent because look at how many people can do the Rack City remix and friggin' speak.
Nah, but for me, that's just a way that people have latched on to try and market yourself in a better way.
Yeah, of course, but you can be
kicked-
an MC and not have any beats.
But still, if you're an
But
MC
to
trying to
an
make
extent.
your own songs, you still need the original beats.
We kind of go into this whole thing about whether these are DJs or presenters or whatnot, but a lot of these presenters like to see themselves as a DJ, yeah? And a lot of them have started off as DJs as well.
There's a difference between a presenter and a presenter / DJ and a DJ. A DJ is a person who makes his money from going out and DJing in clubs. A DJ / presenter is someone who makes his money from going out to clubs but also does radio presenting. And then there's a presenter who doesn't do any sort of club DJing and plays off a playlist.
Especially like places like One Extra or whatever. You can have your little bubble going on or whatever on the internet, but it's places like One Extra that give you that extra piece of lift, which is some of the specialist DJs that start playing off this shit. Then it goes onto the playlist, and then from then, you get certain specialist DJs on Radio 1 that go right in on it. See, man, like Zane Lowe.
Zane Lowe's different. He's too influential.
Way too influential. There's not many like him for me though, bro. But to kind of go back on what you're saying though, for me, fuck, what was you saying? The DJ used to be the one that set the trends and let people know what tunes is out. But now the internet is there and the DJ is kind of the middleman that is getting cut out. Not to say DJ's not needed in a club, radio or talk show, whatever. They're slowly getting phased out from because the internet is there and artists can directly connect with their fans.
DJs are a major part, but you know what? Sometimes a DJ may not want to play something, but he has to due to the fact that the artist is like so prominent and so important that you have to play him.
Artists can become popular without the DJ because the internet is there. But for me, it's kind of like DJs can spin an artist to fucking death. But if the people ain't feeling them online, in my opinion, it doesn't run kind of thing. You can pop without a DJ, but as an artist, you don't necessarily need a DJ.
If your favorite artist is Tinie Tempah, then unless the DJ loves Tinie Tempah as well, you're not really gonna go over there and listen to a DJ. Whilst if you're an artist, you're gonna cherish the DJ because you want some radio play. You're a top producer, you'll cherish that producer. You'll be like, he makes the heat, I want that heat over there.
Some DJs have that sort of profile where they can say, alright, this is the hottest record in the world. You're right, there isn't enough Zane Lowe's. But I'll tell you one thing, Zane Lowe can go on the radio right now and say, this is the hottest record in the world, and everybody starts fucking with it.
But that's a rarity because I know there's bare artists that can say this is the fucking biggest artist in the world and everyone will start fucking with them. And there's more artists than DJs that can say that.
Even the artists are becoming more influential than the DJs, can you say then?
But that's other artists.
T.I.'s taken Chip and said, yo, this is the biggest artist, this is the guy. And if you watch a DJ drama show, he's plugging Chip so much. If you're a T.I. fan, which he has a lot of fans, you're gonna be like, rah. So he's saying Chip's the biggest, I'm gonna have to go with Chip now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Massive point that Poet made. The thing about the DJ is an old model. That used to be when the internet wasn't there. And that was the way for the DJ to connect your music to a wider audience. But I'm saying, like, now the internet is there, all that shit has changed. So the DJ is not needed to be the one that co-signs artists anymore.
When you take everything into consideration, I think people concentrate a lot on the artist.
Yeah.
But I just think that all the other components, they're so
Important.
Yeah, it's almost like people ain't even thinking how important
they're
they are. It's
oblivious
almost
to it.
subconscious. It's a hard one because obviously a lot of people kind of looking at the artist, the producers looking at the artist, the DJs looking at the artist. So I'd probably say that the artist wins this one.
It is, because when Tinie Tempah tweeted Krept Konan, I'm telling you, if it had been Mr. Jam, no disrespect to Mr. Jam, I think he's amazing, but it wouldn't have had the same effect as Tinie Tempah tweeting Krept Konan, because you're like, Ross, Tiny, Krept,
yeah, like that's cool at the end of the day. But you know, DJs are there to do that, and artists might not necessarily take the time out to actually do that. That's the DJ's job to push artists.
Even though this is a UK based thing, even man like Rick Ross says it himself. He says all the time, respect the DJ. And one thing that is so important that artists should be doing, yeah, I say this all the time. When you put out your free mixtape, yeah, send the link for the DJ. Tell you why, because that means that we can go straight on radio, straight in the club and start playing it straight away. Sometimes it's long for us, when an artist puts out something, yeah, it can be long for us to go straight home and then try and clean it up ourselves and whatnot.
But as an artist though, that's another extra person that I have to try and get on board on my side to promote my music. But if I have direct connection with my fans though, I don't need you.
Teeth mentioned a good point, but I tell you what, it's the DJ that's on radio though, and it's the DJ that's in the club that's going to be spinning that shit. You need to make sure that you got the right relationship with the DJ and the DJ thinks it's popping, because if nobody's playing it, you still might have the buzz. It still might be floating around on the internet, but you'll always have that little something missing, and that's the support from the DJ. So respect the fucking DJ.
What's the problem if it affected 1,000 people to actually do something positive in it?
Screw utilitarianism.
What are you talking about, bro? What's your question? Tell me what's wrong with that.
What, if it affects 1,000 people to inspire a million?
If you're good at video games, no one says, oh, you're acting Chinese.
No, I have
You know
heard people
what I
say
mean?
that
It's
though.
like-
You're going on like a chinky boy with your thing. Every race, I think we have a set of attributes that we attach to them.